Social Security recipients have dedicated thousands of hours of hard work paying into Social Security with the promise that they would be taken care of later on in life. If you're on Social Security, you definitely deserve a lot more than what you're getting now. And it's really sad that the promise that you were promised earlier on in life is not being held up at the moment. Now, there are a lot of different potential changes that could happen to Social Security when it comes to this summer. Looks like there could be some changes. With summer just a few weeks away, Social Security may have some shakeups that could happen as early as this summer of 2023. I'll let you know what those are. And Representative John Larson in Congress is one of the few representatives in Congress who is pushing for a bigger and better Social Security. So if we look at this article right here, 6 shakeups to Social Security expected in summer 2023. Now we're in early June. Summer is just a few weeks away. So when it comes to these changes and shakeups to Social Security, some positive, some negative, this is what you can expect when it comes to your Social Security benefits, how they may change, and we'll look at Representative John Larson's speech in Congress, how he's pushing not just to help Social Security, expand it, let it live on for many, many years so that people who are promised now aren't getting screwed like the people who are on Social Security at the moment. Unfortunately, excuse my language, but I just don't think it's acceptable for how Social Security recipients are being treated at the moment. So I'll give you all these updates and some more. Before we dive into it, I just want to let you know if you are on Social Security or expecting to get Social Security benefits, definitely want to pay attention to these videos coming out over the next few days and weeks, as there could be some big change-ups. So subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you want more Social Security updates, and I'll let you know exactly what is going on. So let's dive right into it. 6 shakeups to Social Security expected in summer 2023. So we're constantly hearing that there could be changes for the better or worse. Hopefully, we have changes for the better. As anyone on Social Security knows, it is not enough. There needs to be more changes to Social Security to help out recipients right now, especially since if you're on Social Security, you've dedicated most of your life into this program, being promised that it is going to take care of you later on when you can't fully take care of yourself. You've already paid into it. You've already dedicated your hours, put in the money into the program. The least that needs to happen is you need to be living a life with dignity, not be living below the poverty line, which many Social Security recipients are living, which is really sad. So let's go over these 6 change-ups. So Social Security is paying 8.7% more. So when it comes to the COLA, looks like this may be the year that COLA benefits could be the highest, and it could be a lot lower. The new average Social Security monthly payment among all recipients is now estimated at $1,827. This is a $146 increase over the previous average monthly payment of $1,681. New payments started at the beginning of 2023, and new retirees will see this reflected as well. So if you're looking to start claiming benefits this summer, expect a decent bump over the previous projection. So when it comes to the COLA next year, not looking so good. We're seeing numbers as low as 3%. So Biden vows to reject any Social Security cuts. So in his 2024 budget proposal, President Biden reiterated that he will reject any proposal to make cuts to Social Security. The proposal, which spans 184 pages, covers a lot, saying that the administration is committed to protecting and strengthening Social Security and opposes any attempt to cut Social Security benefits. It'd be kind of crazy if any Social Security cuts did happen, because it's not good enough now, and a cut would just make it a lot worse. Retirement age may be raised. So this may not help if you're on Social Security already. You don't have to worry about this, but the full retirement age is currently 66 or 67, depending on your date of birth. They could raise the full retirement age to the age of 70. So like I said, if you're already on it, doesn't really matter much. But if you're about to be on Social Security, I'm really curious, what are your thoughts on raising it to 70? And if you're already on Social Security, what do you think about the people who have to wait until 70? Is this a good change, bad change? Are you indifferent about it? Let me know down in the comments below. High income earners might pay more taxes. So As part of the 2024 budget proposal, the Biden administration protects workers making less than $400,000 per year, stating that no one earning less than $400,000 per year will pay a penny in new taxes. But $400,000 per year is a lot of money. That is, I think, almost the 1%. I think the 1% is around 450,000 a year or something like that. So I'm really curious what you think. Should people making a little less than $400,000 be taxed on that? So in addition, there is a proposed wealth tax on individuals worth over $100 million, levying a 25% minimum tax on income. Should wealthy people pay more money into Social Security, which could help out the program over the long term? What are your thoughts on that? And then better customer service might be on the way. Really curious your thoughts. If you have called the Social Security Administration, is customer service lacking there? It looks like with the new increase, $1.4 billion could be helping out, giving more staffing to handle services like phone and email. So if you ever have any problems, looks like you could get service better and faster. What are your thoughts there? Then national paid family leave is on the table. So most Americans don't have long-term paid leave benefits, and the current Family Medical Leave Act, the FMLA, benefits stipulate only unpaid leave. So Biden's budget proposal addresses this with a line item for paid family and medical leave at a national level. The program would be administered by the SSA and provide partial wage replacement for up to 12 weeks for several reasons. So you may be thinking, if you're on Social Security, how does this affect you if you don't plan on having kids anytime soon? Well, this benefit would be paid by the SSA, by the Social Security Administration, for people having kids, so more of like a paid maternity or potentially paternity leave as well. So yeah, those are the changes when it comes to Social Security that may happen as soon as this summer in 2023. Now that the debt ceiling drama is out of the way, looks like we could see some more changes. What type of changes could we see? Well, there are a few different Social Security proposals out at the moment. One of them, probably one of the most popular ones gaining traction in Congress, is the Social Security 2100 Act. Created a few videos on that over the past few days or weeks, talking about this reintroduced program, which is headed by Representative John Larson in the House of Representatives. So when it comes to what changes he wants to see, take a look at what he has to say here. You don't want to miss this if you're on Social Security.
Social Security itself, the nation's number one insurance plan, the nation's number one program with respect to making sure that our elderly stay off of poverty and our children stay off of poverty. And more veterans, of course, rely on Social Security disability than they do the VA. Yet, important as identity theft is, and it is, and we must take it serious, it's also important that we fund Social Security appropriately. And the Social Security Administration is the most effective and efficient agency we have in the federal government. In insurance parlance, they operate at what's called a 99% loss ratio. I come from an insurance capital. That means that they are able to operate their agency and serve the more than 66 million Americans with under 1% administrative costs. They don't need to be cut, they need to be enhanced, and especially in this area of identity fraud as well. And so I think it's incumbent upon us not only to strengthen the Social Security Administration so they're capable of doing their job, especially after the devastation we've seen from the pandemic and what that's done all across the country and the nation, and specifically with an agency. There is no other federal agency, none, that operates and administers what it has to do with under 1%. That is incredible. We should be striving to make a model of what Social Security does and how effective they've been in terms of getting, because they certainly, as we all would agree, having talked to our constituents, can do better. So, Mr. Chairman, I as well wanted to do this as well as this, at the start. I have a card for everybody. Even have your picture on it there, Mr. Chairman, but I'm going to have them pass it out for both Democrats and Republicans. I intend to give these to everyone in the Congress and what it is, and I hope that we can join together, because I think the most important thing that we can do with regard to identity theft and with regard to Social Security is enhance the program. And Social Security has not been enhanced since Richard Nixon was the President of the United States in 1971. There have been no improvements. So when you get your card, and Mr. Chairman, I took the liberty, I blew up your card and my card, but everyone is going to get these. And on it, it will tell you just how many Social Security recipients you have in your district. And then it will break it down to those children in your district that are getting Social Security, to those veterans that are getting that Social Security. But most importantly, and something we don't talk enough about as well, is how this is an engine for economic recovery. Mr. Chairman, you have 161,374 Social Security recipients in Georgia's 3rd, and monthly, your district gets $270 million comes into the district. That's incredible. I have 662 Social Security recipients who get $270 million monthly. We have not improved or enhanced that in 52 years. A gallon of milk cost 72 cents in 1971. Obviously, everybody on this committee knows what's happened in terms of prices. And when you add that to what we're living in now, in terms of what political scientists and historians are calling a polycrisis, when you look at what's happening globally, just in the area of, let's say, the pandemic, the supply chain issues, the ensuing global inflation, and then add to that a global war, that's in essence what the Ukraine war amounts to, and you look at the pressure, who is the group that impacts the most? Seniors. How so? Everybody knows this, but we don't talk about it enough. Of the more than slightly over 1.2 million people who've perished in this pandemic, 855,000 were over the age of 65. Of the people that are impacted the most on inflation, those are people on fixed income. Those are the 66 million people on Social Security. They need our help, and they need it now. Not only in terms of protecting identity theft, but most importantly, the theft of not having their Congress do what it should do. 5 million of our fellow Americans get below poverty level checks, having worked all their lives and paid into a system that only Congress can change.
What are your thoughts on what Representative John Larson has to say? Good things, bad things? Could he be doing more? Let me know your thoughts on that. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. I want to tell you one of my favorite secrets. Adults don't know everything. So I don't too. I know I'm really smart, but I don't really know as much things. You don't know as much things, but we're all gonna learn. I promise. If you keep on working every day, I can, and we all can, and we can all be really smart. And we can all be really smart, like being a teacher or something. And I help kids be smart. Come, let's read.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn the latest updates of Social Security, what changes may happen, what changes are happening, what we could see for 2023, 2024, anything that may affect you if you're on Social Security or about to be on Social Security, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and if you want to see the latest information on the Social Security 2100 Act by Representative John Larson, definitely want to see this video. I go over more details and changes and dive in a little deeper about the Social Security 2100 Act, so check that out, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.